Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PBL 10, the 10th official event hosted over here on PBL, episode 10. This is going to be crazy. Today, every punch is written into the history books. We have something to vote on, which I'll tell you in a moment. But every fighter that steps in the ring today, it's not just stepping in the ring for victory, but two people will be stepping in there for something much more. And as always, only one thing is really guaranteed. Somebody's story changes forever tonight. That's a fact. Somebody's story is about to change for either the better or the worse. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get real crazy. So, first up, we actually have a debut fighter going by the name Leo the Spartan. And Leo the Spartan will be going up against Tim Tor. Tim Tor in the blue corner and Leo the Spartan in the red corner. Without any further ado, let's get into our first fight. So in the blue corner, we have Tim Tor, who is currently 1 win, 1 loss, and 0 draws. Versus a debut fighter, Leo the Spartan in the red corner. Let's go. Leo the Spartan looking like the smaller fighter in there. Taking some decent jabs straight off the bat. Tim Tor working the body. Ooh, lovely combination there. Smule, it's not quite that time of the evening yet. These are the preliminary fights. For those of you who don't know, the prelims will take place in the standard gym, and the main card and upwards all the way to the main event will take place in the championship ring. Tim Tor is definitely the bigger fighter in there. Definitely the bigger fighter in there. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Jade Garrity says, good luck to my boys fighting tonight. Good luck to the rest of you guys fighting. Who's your boys, Jade? We got Jade in the building cheering on her boys. Let's see who she's talking about. Yo, what's up, T-He? How's everybody doing in the chat? I see you all. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a quick one, and then afterwards, we're going to be heading into some sparring sessions. And by the way, I have a big announcement to make. A very, very big announcement to make. Tonight was supposed to be Landon Wolf versus Thrump for the title. But Landon Wolf, he had a situation that took place that was a fair enough reason that he had to cancel. He had to drop out. Normally we would punish those type of things, but this was an actual serious thing, so we're letting it slide this time. So what happened? What that means is there's actually an opening slot for the championship challenger. And we were discussing beforehand, backstage, many of us, if you're not in the Discord, make sure you join. Because when I say backstage, that's what I'm referring to. When we was talking backstage, we were saying maybe we're going to have a vote, right? So what's going to happen is we're going to have a vote between Mogert, one of the fan favorites, Mogert, the absolute giant, to have an attempt at the title tonight. Or, and I know many of you right now might be thinking, well, yeah, I'm going to vote for Mogert. But wait for the announcement, man. Wait for the announcement, because this may sway your vote. The second person who you can vote for to go up for the championship belt tonight is Bartholomew. Bartholomew is actually coming out of retirement one more time to have a shot at the title. This absolute giant. But it's all up to the fans at home who you want to see go for the championship belt. Is it the fan favorite Mogert, or is it Mr. Bartholomew, the man who was kicked in the head by a mule, and the CTE has let him, you know, let him take a lot more damage in fights than a normal person. So that's his superpower. Who put Thrump into retirement, brother? No, Thrump isn't in retirement right now. Donald Trump is about to defend his title tonight, bro. Yo, Mogurt just being a savage in the chat. So what we'll do is we'll wait until we are onto the second preliminary fight, and then we will vote on who's going to challenge for the title. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one for sure. Lovely left hand there. Working the body. I don't know what's going on with Leo the Spartan right now. Turning his back on his opponent a few times. Ooh, lovely body shot there though. Oh, taking a big left hand though. Big combinations being thrown by Tim Tor. Multiple hooks. Leo the Spartan. I'm not sure if it's me or he's looking a little bit tired in there. Taking some big shots, head and the stomach. That may have been the whole solar plexus, to be honest. Dropping his hands. He is dropping his hands and taking some big shots from Tim. Tim in the blue shorts, by the way, for everybody coming in right now. Tim throws a lovely left hook there, connecting to the face of Leo. Still working the body, and you can see the pain written all over Leo's face. Massive hooks connecting, and Leo may be about to go down. This may be it. He may be about to drop to the canvas, but there doesn't seem to be enough power in those punches from Tim. That was a big opportunity for Tim to drop him, but now Leo is coming back. Leo is like, I am not going down that easy. Leo is still surviving in there. Throwing actually some decent speed. Lovely slip there from Tim. This is brilliant round there. That was actually a brilliant round. Well done to both fighters. Are we about to be... Sorry, I got so distracted with the announcements. I don't even know what round it is. Was that the end of round 2 or the end of round 1? I think it was the end of round 2. My apologies for that. But the announcement were very important. But yeah, this is a brilliant fight. Oh, we have an announcement backstage from the current reigning champion, Donald Trump. He says, no matter who wins our championship fight, I would love to crown either of you as the new champion. Donald Trump is a very, very, very gracious champion, don't you think? He is a professional champion out here, always showing sportsmanship. And that's why he is a very well-respected fighter in the league. But yeah, he's going to be going up against either Mogurt today or Bartholomew. And Donald Trump has had an amazing run as champion, by the way. An amazing run. They touch gloves. Okay, we're heading into round 2. Let's go. Oh, lovely right hand there connecting from Tim. Brilliant work here from Tim. Lovely jab, stiff jab, flicking back the head of Leo. Leo now loading up a body shot. He does get to land it, actually. Both fighters still in there. This could go either way. Although Tim is looking a little stronger. Leo looking like the younger fighter, though. And he's still holding his own in there with an absolute beast. Look at him. Look at the size of Tim. Leo working the body very well. Lovely hook there from Tim. And a big right hand over the top. You can see that Leo's got some footwork. Great combination there. Still working the body of Tim. We may be in for a shock here. Tim working the body of the Spartan. The Spartan taking major damage right now. This could be all over. It's all over. I can tell you right now. He's about to hit the canvas. Look at his face. Look at his face. Oh my days, the damage behind those hooks. I have no idea how Leo is standing, and he's not. Down goes Leo for the first time in the fight.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
Does get back to his feet, though.
Okay, get ready. Box.
Both fighters touching gloves. Lovely head movement there from Leo as he heads back into the center of the ring, trying to claim that position. He's like, I may be the smaller fighter, but I'm setting the pace of this one. He knows that he has to do something big this round as well, because he's already hit the canvas. And that's a, you know, that's a big deal when it comes to the judges' scorecards. Great right hand there from Tim, keeping his opponent at bay. Lovely jab as well. Brilliant fight. Tapping his opponent on the back. Great job though, Leo. We gotta give a hand to Leo, man. He did a good job in there.
The winner is the blue corner.
Congratulations to Tim, picking up an incredible victory there against Leo the Spartan. Leo the Spartan was actually making his debut, and I think he did a great job in there. I think that he did a great job. So we'd love to see you back again, Leo. If you are interested in fighting again, you're always welcome here for sure. That is for sure. The next fight that we have coming up is Viper 91 versus Lawrence, the famous Lawrence P. This is going to be a brilliant fight. We got Lawrence P in the red corner and Viper in the blue corner. But what we're going to do right now before we start up this fight, can Viper make his way to the ring? We'd appreciate that. But before we start off this fight, we're going to set up a vote. So if you're here watching live, make sure you do vote, because your vote will actually make a difference. Okay, I'm going to put it, I'm going to put the vote up now. Give me a sec. And the votes have started. Who do you want to fight for the championship title today? Mogert or Bartholomew? Get your votes in. Get your votes in, because whoever wins the fight is going to be crowned champion. And we want the champion to be the fan favorite. Mogert is currently winning with 88% of the votes. This is a pretty big... Oh, we have some more votes coming in for Bartholomew. 22% now for Bartholomew and 78% for Mogert. Get your votes in, everybody. Get your votes in. And we'll leave this entire vote up until... We'll leave this vote up until Smule and Teehee finish their fight. And then we will decide at that point who is going to win. So, yeah. You can debate in the chat between... You can try and persuade voters over to your side, you know. You can sway the votes in the chat, and we'll see who wins by the time that the main event is over. The main card, sorry. The main event won't be over, sorry. Who will be in the main event. But we'll decide who's going to fight after Smule and Teehee. Where's Viper, by the way? Are you on your way, Viper? You wanted to fight? You wanted to fight, my bro. You gotta get here on time. Can't be leaving the fans at home, you know, sitting around. And by the way, we are nearly... Well, we're not nearly there, but we're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. And, yeah, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, you will be able to enter the tournament. All right, the fighters are here. Let the show begin. We have Viper in the blue corner and the famous Lawrence, the Shaolin monk, in the red corner.
Seconds out.
Viper making his debut today. Lawrence, a very experienced fighter in the league, so let's see how this one goes down. Great sportsmanship straight off the bat, something we always see from Lawrence. Great right hand, good exchange there. Ooh, lovely hands there from Viper. Lawrence measuring up his opponent, staying very aware. Great work rate here from Lawrence, man. This is actually good to see. Lawrence may get another win under his belt today. Viper's a very tall fighter, though. He looks about 6 foot, standing 6 foot. Lawrence looking around 5'10". So, two very decent fighters in the ring right now. Matching shorts and almost shoes for some reason. The fans at home calling for the scorpion punch, but Lawrence is working the body and throwing some lovely uppercuts. This is a much fairer fight than I expected, actually. Very, very well-made fight. Styles definitely make fights, and this is one of those. Great combination thrown by Lawrence, and then getting his distance between him and his opponent. That takes experience, and that's something Lawrence has got. Scully says, yeah, he's like 6'2". Dad win. Wait, is Scully, who's your dad? Is Viper your dad? we got the fighter's son in the audience cheering his dad on. How legendary is that? He says his dad is 6'2". Okay, well, thanks for the information. We got... Ooh, lovely, lovely work there from Viper. Lawrence also putting in the work. This was a pretty well-made fight. The votes are now standing at 62% of voters for Mogert and 38% for Bartholomew. So the votes are getting closer and closer. Get your votes in if you're watching at home. And also make sure, if you haven't already done so, that you do hit the thumbs up button on the stream. That would greatly help out PBL. And yeah. GD8 says, can you help me out? What do you need help with? Here we go. We got Jasmine in the building as well. So Jade Garrity, sorry if you responded earlier. We saw you talking in the audience, saying you're cheering on your boys. Who is you cheering on exactly? We're heading into round 2. Let's go. Lawrence in the red corner and Viper in the blue. Lawrence throwing some feints. Keeping his opponent on his toes. Lovely combination from Lawrence. Ooh. GD8. You can feel free to contact me backstage on Discord about that. And after the event, I'll definitely let you know about that. Jade Garrity says, Leo the Spartan. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Ooh. Both fighters have got pretty decent work rate. You're very welcome, GD8. Both of these fighters got a very good work rate. Oh, what a big right hand there from Viper. And it looks like he has actually hurt Lawrence right now. Lawrence not looking himself in there. Looks like he's recovering. Working the body now after that quick recovery. Big powerful punch to the solar plexus there. Just a little bit low. Otherwise, he may have felt that a little more. He says, yo, I want to get my own nickname. You mean when you're fighting in the league? Go ahead, my bro. No one's stopping you. Scourge X cheering on Lawrence. We got a lot of Lawrence fans in the audience. Lovely hook there from Lawrence. Great body shot to the ribs of Viper. Viper not being as active as he was in round 1. He may be getting a little tired in there now. You can see that he's kind of pulling his punches, but there is a little speed combo being thrown there. Oh, lovely, lovely work rate from Viper. Maybe I spoke too soon. Oh, but he did take a big right hand there from Lawrence. What was that? His glove flew behind his back and connected to the chin of Lawrence there. Great work rate from both fighters. And that's the end of round 2. Scully says, he's really good, but I beat him when he trains me. You beat your dad? Fair enough, bro. Fair play there, then. Fair play there. The votes are now still standing at 68% of votes for Moga and 32% for Bartholomew. Unless there's a massive shift by the end of this fight, it looks like we may have today's championship contender. And that looks like it may be Mogert, but There's still enough time for more votes to come in. After the Teehee and Smule match, that is when we will decide.
Seconds out.
Here we go. Heading into round 3.
Ready?
Viper in the blue corner and Lawrence in the red corner. They touch gloves. Lovely work rate from both fighters. Still, it's interesting to see Lawrence continually throwing those double body shots. Great right hand there from Viper though. Slipping and a great footwork from Lawrence. Good exchange there. I like how Lawrence measures up his opponent. It's a very interesting style. Great right hand there to the temple of Viper, and that looked like it hurt him. It did shake him back. Slipping under the right hook of Viper there. Brilliant. World-class boxing here from Lawrence. Lawrence seems to be a great fighter. I'll say one critique about him, and I'm not saying this in any way to put him down because he's an amazing fighter, but if he had more power, we would see a lot more victories from Lawrence. Like, he has great technique, head movement, footwork, he slips, he throws great combinations, but it seems like the power behind his punches is what is letting him down, because look at that connection there. But he didn't drop him because there just wasn't enough speed or power behind the punch. But look, now he's throwing how he's supposed to be throwing. That's what we should be seeing, bro. That is what we should be seeing every day. The power behind those punches. And you'll be racking up those wins. How you doing, Low Hacks? What's up, my bro? Good to see everybody in here, by the way. If anybody's been speaking to me and I've missed it, I'm not ignoring you, don't worry. There's just a lot going on in the ring right now. 10 seconds remaining. This is going to go down to the scorecards for sure. And Lawrence stepping in and getting those last-minute points. Can he take this third and final round? It looks like he may have. Brilliant fight, though. Both fighters doing incredibly well. Incredibly well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the red corner.
The red corner. Lawrence takes home the win. What an incredible matchup. But Viper did absolutely amazingly in there as well. That was a brilliant fight. Give it up for both fighters there, man. That was a great job. We need some cheering in the chat for both fighters there, because that was one of my favorite fights in a while, to be fair. Great work rate from both of them. Alrighty. The next fighters to step into the ring are Smule and Teehee. Smule and Teehee. That was awesome, though. That was awesome. We are now heading into the night gym for some exciting action. We got Teehee versus Smule. And whilst these fighters make their way to the ring, I see a few more people coming in. Some fans at home coming in to watch live. If you haven't already voted of who you want to see fight for the championship today, get your votes in the chat. You can change your vote, so feel free everybody to get your votes in. Freaky Cop says, can we rename Jasmine to Jasmine Bot? But she's not a bot though, she's a real person. That's rude. That's rude, bro. Alright, so Smule in the blue corner and Teehee in the red corner. Teehee says he's on his way. Brilliant. Well, as soon as you get here, it's about to keep going. I know, right, Freaky? Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mogo says, I love everybody that votes for me. Yeah, bro. Mogo, you're winning the vote right now. It looks like it may be you who is fighting for the championship belt today. I'm pretty excited for it. I'm not going to lie, whoever it is. I'm pretty excited, but we had to have the vote. We have to make it fair, you know? Hey, good job, Lawrence, my bro. Jay says Smule isn't on the poll. The reason why Smule isn't on the poll is because he's already got a fight scheduled. Right now, literally. Yeah, right now. But Smule is doing so great in the league. I reckon if he gets about 3 more wins or 2 more wins under his belt, if he wins today and then he wins next week as well, he's gonna be up there for he's gonna be up there as somebody to watch for sure. For sure. All right, without any further ado, we're heading into the fight. How you doing, Easton? Yeah, Smule got a lock in. Like I said, we got Smule in the blue corner and T-He in the red corner. For those of you who don't know, Smule is standing with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. T-He is standing with 1 win and 0 losses. An undefeated fighter, but with only 1 win under his belt. Let's go. Great head movement there from Smule. And we know this man has power in his punches. Boom! What a lovely overhand right. Oh, but he takes a big shot to the stomach as well. Smule now pressuring T-He, showing that he can't be bullied about in the ring. Smule looks like he's from Dagestan. Something about him. I can tell. He's a Dagestanian fighter. Look at him. Oh, Smule with a lovely jab, shaking his opponent to the core. And he may be about to drop T-He to the canvas very quickly. Lovely work. Oh, wow. Smule is a legend, man. This guy is an absolute legend in the ring. Smule is about to send T-He to sleep, bro. Lovely left hand there. T-He struggling to stay on his feet. Struggling to stay on his feet. T-He pressuring him. It's all over. T-He has hit the canvas in the first round with an extremely big right hand from Smule.
You okay?
Come on, T-He. You got this, my bro. Stand in there and fight. Smule now piling the pressure on. Look at him go. Look at this absolute animal go. You can hear the power behind every punch. And this is what I was talking about, Lawrence. Lawrence is such a good technical fighter. If he had the power of Smule, he would be crown champion tomorrow. Oh, he's really hurt. T-He is extremely hurt right now. And down he goes again.
2, 3, 4, 5.
No
6,
way.
7, 8. Hey, you all right?
T-He, what's going on, mate? T-He. Bro, we need to see you work this guy. Work his body, bro. Get that work rate up. Don't just stand there defending. I feel like I'm T-He's corner man. Oh, and now T-He's going to go pee. Damn. Wait, he ran to pee mid... Bro, this guy went toilet mid-fight and he didn't come back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yo.
your winner is the blue corner.
T-He disqualified by pee. That's the first time I've seen that in the PBL. But yo, T-He just got disqualified from needing to pee. That's always a first for something, right? But that's it, man. T-He pissed himself and ran out the ring. I'm playing with you, T-He. Nah, he didn't pee himself. He made it. He made it. He got to the bathroom on time. I hope it was worth it, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Well, it looks like we have the win of the vote in store. And the winner, who will be fighting for the championship today, is Mogert with 63% of the votes. Lawrence says it's all about choices. Wet pants or fighting. I know, right, bro? Yeah, Big Sky Fishing. DQ by P. That's it, man. All right, so next up we have Noisy Boy fighting in the red corner. And you know what? This worked out perfectly well. Are you still here, T-He? This worked out perfectly. Because... Oops. Actually, no, don't worry. Bartholomew, make your way to the ring, Bartholomew. Make your way to the ring, Mr. Bartholomew. Because we have Bartholomew versus Noisy Boy. Bartholomew versus Noisy Boy in our co-main event. I've been wanting to see this man come out of retirement since the day he retired. And today, we're about to see it. We're about to see Freaky Cup in that ring against Noisy Boy. Noisy Boy is a brilliant fighter, by the way. A brilliant fighter. So this is how it's going to go down. Yo, what's up, Azari? How you doing, my bro? Good to see you here. Here he is, Mr. Freaky Cup in the blue corner versus Noisy Boy in the red corner. This is going to be an incredible fight. An absolutely incredible fight. I know, right, Lawrence? It's great to see Bartholomew back in the building. One of my favorite fighters in PBL. Not that I have favorites, but there's something about this big guy. Look at him. Just take a... How can you not love Bartholomew standing over there in the blue corner in his gray shorts? Look at him. And we got Mr. Noisy Boy in the red corner looking like royalty, beating his gloves together. And round one begins. Bartholomew. Lovely power there. This is what I miss about this absolute giant. Oh, but Noisy Boy connecting well. Bartholomew just walking down his opponent right now. Absolutely walking him down. Noisy Boy seems a little bit nervous. Lovely right hand there connecting to Bartholomew's head. Brilliant exchange here from both fighters. And down goes Noisy Boy. Freaky Cup sending this undefeated fighter to the canvas. And he's not getting up. It's over. It's over already. No. No way. Bartholomew sends Noisy Boy to sleep. You see, do you know what, Noisy Boy, you're a legend. We got to see you back in the ring again, Noisy Boy. But that was insane from Bartholomew. Comes out of retirement, sends his opponent literally to sleep. What a return from Bartholomew. And it looks like, Bartholomew, you've got a title shot next week. I don't think anybody at home is disagreeing with me. Whoever wins today is fighting against Bartholomew to defend their title. And Bartholomew is going to have a title shot next week. Because that was absolutely incredible. I think he deserves it. But we're going to be heading into the main event right about now. Mogert versus Thrump. Let's get Mogert versus Thrump in the building. Wow, that was incredible though. Absolutely incredible. Smule says, will there be spars afterwards? I'm gonna think about it when it gets to the end of the episode. To be honest, I'm not sure. We'll think about it because I am gonna be doing spars throughout the week. Hopefully, this week. I know that I said it last week, but I'm very busy during the week. But hopefully we can. Oh, look at D Rose. No way. D Rose is in the building, everybody. For those of you who don't know who this man is, Mr. D Rose, he is the villain. He is the absolute villain of PBL. And he still hasn't even had a fight in PBL. You know what I'm saying? How crazy is that? Do you know what we can do? Noisy Boy, stay in the ring. Hey, D Rose. D Rose. Get in the ring, bro. You're fighting right now. Get in the ring, D Rose. Oh, he's retired. Now he's retired, bro. And now he's retired. He was calling out everybody in PBL. And now he's retired. Okay. Scorcheck says retired from what? Yo, D Rose. D Rose, you gotta get out of retirement. You've never had a fight in PBL in your life. And fight against Noisy Boy before the main event starts. Scorcheck said you never fought. How you retired, bro? Yo. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I was watching the beef. take place when what's it called? D Rose was calling out everybody. D Rose was telling people that he was going to take them to the prison showers. Can you believe this? This is what D Rose was saying backstage to people. he said he was going to take people out of PBL and he was going to take them to the prison showers. What the heck is that? D Rose, you got to get in the ring. He says, since I'm the villain, you have to pay me $500. You're dreaming, bro. You got to get in the ring and prove yourself, man. Come on, let's see D Rose. Let's see what you're made of. Come on, D Rose. I remember when you released that video calling people out. You know what I'm talking about. Let's go, D Rose. Get in the ring, bro. All right, it looks like he's not showing up, everybody. He says, don't stop the show for me. You're right, D-Rose. You're right about that. We're just waiting on the champion to get in the ring. Mogert and Donald Thrump. Mogert, you know I'm only playing with you, D-Rose, my bro. Mogert and Donald Thrump. Where are you, Donald Thrump? Donald Thrump. Where's Donald Thrump, bro? Where's the champion? Okay. Noisy boy says, give me Mogert. Dang. Dang, Daniel. But yeah, Mogert's going up for the title shot now, so we're just waiting for his opponent to show up. There he is. There he is, everybody. The champion has stepped into the red corner. The reigning, defending, fan favorite, Captain Obvious, aka Donald Thrump, going up against Mogert, another fan favorite, fighting out of the blue corner with an absolutely outstanding record with 10 wins and 3 losses. The moment you've all been waiting for, everybody, the title fight. We have the absolute giant, Mogert, in the blue corner, standing at 6'6" tall, versus Donald Thrump, standing at 5'9", I believe. Might be 5'10", actually. Lovely right hand from Thrump, defending the championship like an absolute champion. Mogert's been waiting for this moment for many, many moons, as they say. Lovely left hand from Mogert. Oh, lovely power of Mogert, sending shockwaves into the head of our reigning champion. And Mogert walking him down, trying to send him to sleep early in round 1. Lovely right hand from Thrump. The advantage that Thrump has is that he can actually get low, extremely low, and keep moving. It makes it hard to connect, but Mogert's got extreme accuracy. That's something we all know. Ooh, swing and a miss there from Thrump. Mogert is absolutely annihilating the champion in this first round. We may be looking at our new champion as Donald Thrump steps back, stumbling. The exchanges are incredible right now. Donald Thrump looking in pain. Lovely left hand there from Mogert. Both fighters just seem to be trying to figure each other out right now. Great combination of hooks there thrown from Mogert. Great body shots too. We know both of these fighters have extreme power. And what an incredible round 1. By the way, this is only a 3-round fight today. I want to keep it fast-paced, so I lowered the rounds because when we were doing these 5-round, 8-round fights, I noticed that the fights were extremely slow-paced. Both fighters just continually trying to preserve energy. So we're doing 3-round fights so that every fighter gives everything they've got. But I'm going to give round 1 to Mogert. I've got to be honest. He really took that first round. At least from what I was watching. But Donald Trump there still motivated in his corner. He does have a foot injury. But with that being said, he is doing his mandatory title defense today, which is definitely respectable. Stepping into the ring with a foot injury. No excuses, though. No excuses. Let's see what round 2 brings for us.
Seconds out. Okay, ready? Fight.
Round 2 is on the way. Both fighters touching glove. Trump coming out much stronger in this second round. Lovely, lovely, powerful right hand landing there. Flush on the chin of Mogert. Donald Trump ducking and weaving like an absolute legend. Lovely left and a right, both connecting with extreme speed and power. I think a lot of the power comes from the hips of Trump, the way that he turns into his punches, if you take a look. That's definitely a great technique that he's got going on there. And now he's chasing down Mogert. Mogert doing his famous survival technique where he shells up and walks into his opponent. But it seems to work for him. Great body shot there from Trump with his left hand. Mogert throwing combinations, but Mogert is now stunned, trying to survive once again. Once again, he manages to survive and recover. But that's, oh my days! He sends Trump to the canvas after all of that.
4, 5,
Incredible.
7, 8. Look at me. You okay?
Incredible knockdown from Mogert.
Box.
We may be looking at our new champion, Mogert, as he dances around the ring very confidently now on his toes. VS says, check this guy's gloves. I know, right? He's got dynamite in those gloves. Here we go. Donald Trump still not giving up, though. He is a true champion, by the way. Extremely respectful fighter. And down he goes, and I don't think he's getting up now. I think the Mogert, he is getting up. What a champion. Mogert definitely hurt his opponent there, though. He sent him into a shocking situation, to say the least. He did not expect that to land flush on his chin. Mogert has taken round 1 and round 2 now in my books. Even though Donald Trump was absolutely dominating Mogert at the beginning of that second round, he came out very strong. I thought we were going to see something different from Trump going forward in the fight, and he really did have Mogert on the back foot for the first half of that second round. But Mogert, as VS said, needs his gloves checking, because he connected 1 punch, 2 punch, and down his opponent goes. And then the second knockdown was just one flush shot straight on the chin of Donald Trump, and it was all a dream. But he did wake up from that dream and continue fighting, I must say. But now we're about to head into the third and final round of the fight. And it's going to be pretty sweet. I can guarantee you that.
Seconds out.
Round 3 on the way.
Okay, get ready.
Donald Trump knows that he has to absolutely destroy Mogert this round if he wants that title to still be on his waist at the end of this fight. And he knows it. You can tell. He is motivated. He's headhunting, ducking and weaving, using everything he's possibly got to maintain his belt. Mogert, though, he's very unpredictable. How you doing, Michael Edwards? Cheering on Trump in the audience. The Freaky Cup said it should have been me, not him. Oh, man. Well, next week, bro, you're going up against whoever wins this fight. Donald Trump connects. Lovely connect there. But Mogert walking down his opponent, landing some big shots of his own. The famous head movement from Trump.
Fight.
Donald Trump. Donald Trump showing he is a true warrior in there. Not going down. Connecting to the face of Mogert, and Mogert is hurt. Mogert is definitely hurt. But is it too late? It may be too late. We're going to have to see something big. Something huge. Pause. And back to the fight. Mogert, lovely right hand there connecting to the chin of Thrump. Ooh, Donald Thrump working the head of Mogert.
Step back. Let's go.
Lovely left hand there. And a right. They are exchanging like champions, but Mogert trying to survive in there, and he does. You're right, Seb. They seem gassed out right now. They let everything go in round 2. They're just inside fighting. And let's see, do we have a new champion? Do we have a new champion?
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the blue corner.
We have finally crowned Mogert as the new reigning champion of PBL. And I'm sure that has been a long road for Mr. Mogert. But this is a champion the fans have been calling for. And finally, it has happened. Mogert is crowned the king of PBL. This is an incredible moment for the man himself, Mr. Moog. But, D-Rose says the undisputed, not reigning. Well, I mean, he is technically the reigning champion, right? He's the undisputed reigning champion of PBL. Or do you not like when people say reigning? I hear you, bro. They fought about 7 main events. Yeah, of course. Of course. The top of the league are the ones who get to fight for the belt. You got to work your way there, man. You can't just jump into the championship fight straight off the bat, you know? And it's like, look at it. Look at boxing in WBO. It's always the top fighters in WBO who fight continually on the pay-per-views, right? No one's complaining there because that's what the fans want to see. All right, so what we're going to do is, by the way, we're going to do... Okay, do you know what we're going to do, D-Rose? He says it's favoritism. We're going to let you step into the ring right now. Let's go. Go on, D-Rose. Step into the ring with our reigning champion, Mogert. And let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Mogert. Get into the ring, D-Rose. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Great fighting, everyone. It was great fighting, Tim Taron. 100%. Brilliant fighting. D-Rose says, yeah, I'll be down there. Okay, here you go, D-Rose. Here you go. There's the location. Pull up and fight Mr. Mogert. He's waiting, bro. He's waiting, D-Rose. This is your opportunity to show that you're not all talk. We've been wanting to see you in the ring for a long time, but you keep making excuses, man, and then running your mouth in the chat. You see, there he is. He says in your dreams. He's crazy, bro. This guy's crazy. All right, does anybody want to step into the ring with our reigning champion right now, Mr. Mogert? Since D-Rose was a little afraid to step in, you know. Noisy boy. Noisy boy. Alrighty. Well, let's get some sparring sessions going. Let's get some sparring sessions going, everybody. Before we head off for the evening. Hey, where'd you go, Mogert? You too tired? You tired? Or did you disconnect? We're gonna do some sparring sessions, by the way, since the main cards are over. And we do have a new champion. Jazz the Mud says, finally the champ. What a fight. Yes, Mogert. Yeah, Mogert did amazing. Our new champion. Brilliant job, though, Donald Thrump. You've been an incredible champion for a long time. And that's a fact. Noisy Boy says, give me a real fight. All right, let's see Noisy Boy against Mogert then. And if anybody who's watching at home wants to jump in and spar, I'll probably be doing some sparring sessions for a little while. Yeah, I don't like to put numbers or timers on like how long I'm going to be here for. But whatever I feel like, we'll do that. And then PBL 11 next week is going to be amazing. Bartholomew versus Mogert for the title itself.
Okay, ready?
Sure, Smil, you can be. All right, we got Moga against Noisy Boy in this spar. Noisy Boy in the purple shorts. And down goes Noisy Boy. The champion saying, I'm the champion for a reason, bro.
6, 7, 8. Are you okay?
He says, I'm the champion for a reason.
Okay, get ready.
You don't just step into the ring like that against the champion, expect to do some damage. He touch gloves. Lovely hooks there from Mogert. Noisy Boy swinging. Big right hand, but he's in pain right now. Mogert walking him down, but brilliant head movement from Noisy Boy. We're seeing something pretty spectacular here. An absolute beast just destroying his opponents.
7, 8. Hey, are you okay?
All good low
Get
hats.
ready. Fight.
Oh, Noisy Boy now coming out a little stronger and actually connecting on Moga, damaging him. We may see something turn around right now.
Break. Step back. Let's fight.
Did Noisy Boy just punch himself in the face? Noisy Boy stepping aside from Moga, and Moga doesn't seem to know where he is right now. By the way, if you want to take part in PBL 11, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you are in the Discord server. And that way you can say that you want to fight next week and you can be in episode 11.
Stop. Take a step back. Box on.
Moga doing some incredible damage to Noisy. Round 1 definitely goes to the champion. Why is he bullying him? What are you doing, Moga? Moga just hit his opponent in the head at the end of the round, bro. Crazy. Lohak says, can I fight next week? Yeah, bro, of course you can. You just got to make sure that you're in the Discord server and you arrange it with the staff members over there. And boom, you can get in. And like I said, as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be doing the paid tournament. The cash tournament. I mean, prize tournament. And then there will be cash prizes in the future as well.
Is your corner ready?
Round 2 of this spar.
Okay, ready? Let's fight.
Noisy Boy seems to be gliding all around the ring. Moga sending Noisy Boy to sleep at the beginning of round 2.
5, 6, 7, 8. You okay?
Does get back up to his feet though. Great job there, Noisy.
Get ready. Fight.
Noisy Boy calling Mogert towards himself. And Noisy Boy has hurt Mogert now. ABS, can me and Smil spar? Yeah, for sure, Bartholomew. You and Smil can spar. Mogert hurt right now. Noisy Boy actually hurt Mogert in this spar. That's pretty crazy. Oh, big left hand there from Mogert, though. Oh, Mogert sends Noisy Boy to the canvas once again.
4, 5, 6, 7.
This doesn't really feel like a spar. It feels like an actual pay-per-view.
Okay, get ready.
The amount of action that we're getting.
Let's go.
We do actually have an announcement from backstage from Donald Thrump, who was our previous champion. And he says, there's one thing I have to say about Mogert. When he got stunned only a few times, he pushed into him. And he could see his head was glitching. It infuriated him a good bit. But that does not take away from Mogurt's fighting ability with sincerity. Fair enough, bro. Yeah, Mogurt, that's what I was talking about. Mogurt has this technique, and it works for him. But I noticed when I fought against him as well, when he does this technique where he turns into like a shell, and he walks into you, it's very, very hard to hit his head. It's almost impossible to hit his head. Like, no matter how much power I was putting into my punches against him when we sparred, I think last week, it just didn't do any damage, even though his face was completely shocked. Was the first time I witnessed an opponent do that. But yeah, it's definitely a great technique. It's a great defensive technique. Can't really take it away from him there. But I know what you're saying, Donald Trump. It'd be good if you could say no, like, you know, 1 minute between each round. You could put it to like 30 seconds or something. But sometimes 1 minute rest isn't fast enough pace. In my opinion.
Seconds out.
All right, round 3, let's go.
Let's fight.
Mogurt trying to show that there's levels to this. Lovely left hand there from Mogurt. Noisy boy throwing a lot of hooks here. And Mogurt hurt. Getting inside his opponent. Walking him down. Mogurt is an extremely tall fighter, that's for sure. Ooh, what is this defense? And he has Mogurt hurt right now. Lovely head movement there from Noisy. Noisy taunting the champion. Absolutely taunting him.
No holding. Box on.
Are we going to see anything special from Mogurt at the end of this round? Oh! Oh! Down goes Mogurt at the end of round 3.
4,
Noisy boy.
6, 7, 8.
Shocked me there. That was crazy. That actually really shocked me there.
Let's go.
Noisy boy. Noisy boy has really angered Mogurt now. VS says Mogurt, now is not the time for a nap. Yo, Noisy boy got Mogurt angry there, I think. But Mogurt now walking down his opponent. That's so funny, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is the blue corner.
Congratulations, Mogurt. I know it was only a spar, but that got serious towards the end. Noisy boy sent Mogurt to the canvas, bro. All right, next up we got Smule and Bartholomew with this spar. Smule and Bartholomew. Smule in the blue corner and Bartholomew in the red corner. That guy said, "You must understand, this isn't Mogurt's natural way of playing. He plays with room scale." Oh, I didn't know that it wasn't room scale. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. All right, let's head into this spar. I didn't even realize that that was on room scale for a second. All right, we got Bartholomew in the red corner and Smule in the blue corner. Smule got a lot of fans as well. This guy is quite popular in the PBL. They touch gloves. Bartholomew walking down his opponent. Bartholomew came out of retirement today and showed that he is not somebody to play around with. Absolutely destroyed his opponent in a very shocking way. And now he's making a show of Smule, who is actually a brilliant fighter. We really missed this guy. We really missed this guy, Bartholomew. It was great to have him back. Lovely uppercut there as well. Smule now walking down Bartholomew. He's got Bartholomew on the back foot and he's absolutely unloading on him right now. He may send Bartholomew to the canvas. This is a pretty decent... Down goes Bartholomew.
2, 3.
Oh, man.
4, 5.
Smule is showing that he is a real contender, bro.
Hey, are you okay?
None of these sparring sessions go towards your record, by the way, but it lets the fans at home see who you really are. Bartholomew now. He knows he's got something to prove now. He's taking it to Smule. But Smule is walking down his opponent, absolutely beating the head of Bartholomew right now. He is treating Bartholomew like a punching bag, like a heavy bag, bro. And Bartholomew doesn't seem to know where he is right now. What is going on? This absolute giant is getting abused in the ring. This is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Bartholomew. On the actual episode of PBL, put on a masterclass of a performance, destroying his opponent. But in this little spar against Smule, Smule is saying, hey, I'm here to make a statement, and Bartholomew is someone I'm coming for. So this is pretty intense over here. Bartholomew waving at the camera. Look at him waving at the camera. What a legend. What an absolute legend in the ring right now. An absolute legend in the ring. But yeah, wow. That was unexpected, for real. Absolutely unexpected. Bartholomew angry about the rock, paper, scissors. I don't know how they knew what they were playing, but anyways, round 2. Bartholomew coming out as a different fighter now, but Smule immediately pushing him back. Down goes Bartholomew for the second time in this sparring session.
7, 8. Look at me. You okay? Okay, ready? Fight!
I really want to witness Smule versus Mogert now. But we know that Bartholomew's got his shot first next week. He's trying to hug. He's trying to hug. But he's getting abused whilst he goes in for the clinch. PBL 11 has already been arranged. The main event is going to be Bartholomew challenging for the belt against Mogert in Mogert's first ever title defense. He's going for the jumping punch. Mogert said, I knocked Smule out in 30 seconds last week, brother. Come on now. Almighty Cam says, when you try to clinch, it doesn't work. But when you don't, it's automatic. I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Bartholomew now pummeling the head of Smule, and he sends Smule to the canvas.
3, 4,
There we go.
5, 6.
That is the Bartholomew that I have been used to.
Okay, get ready. Let's fight. Time out.
And they touch gloves, but that's the end of round 2. Going to be heading into the third and final round of this one. And it's all going to come down to that, to be honest, in my opinion. That third and final round. Who's everybody got at home winning? Personally, I've got it 1-1 in rounds. First round goes to Smule, second round to Bartholomew. You got Bart taking it? Bart? Who's Bart, bro? You're talking about Bartholomew? Okay. Yeah, I was like, who's Bart for a second? No way, is that what Bart Simpson's full name is? I never thought about that.
Seconds out.
If Bart Simpson's full name is Bartholomew, I'm shocked. My whole reality has changed. I just thought about that randomly. All right, Bartholomew going up now against Smule in the third round of this fight. And he is laying on the pressure, sending Smule to the canvas almost immediately. Almost immediately in round 3.
7, 8.
Making a statement here.
Okay. Okay, ready? Fight.
Smule is a brilliant fighter, but Bartholomew seems to be showing that he deserves to be where he is. The #1 contender for the fight next week, for the championship next week. But Smule now piling the pressure on. And Bartholomew with an incredible, powerful combination, sending Smule to the canvas once again in this third round.
6, 7, 8. Hey, are you okay? Get ready. Let's go.
One more knockdown, and I don't think Smule will get up. Bartholomew has really proved his point now. Ooh, lovely left hand there from Bartholomew. Down goes Smule for the third time in this third and final round. And he is staying down. Win by KO.
10. They're out.
And that is why he is the #1 contender for the belt. Brilliant fighting there, though, from Smule.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They hug it out.
your winner is the red corner.
Heavy hands in here for sure, VS. Definitely. That was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Is anybody else sparring today? Or are we going to call it an evening? Because I think that it's getting pretty late over here in the UK. I've got some work to do tomorrow pretty early. But if we got an already arranged spar, I can let that one slide through. Anybody else trying to spar? Leo versus Via. All right, get in here then, boys. Let's go. Let's get another spar going. Get in there, VS. We got Leo versus VS in a lovely little sparring session coming up. For anybody new coming in here, I see a lot of new people jumping in and out. This is PBL, the best boxing league on the planet. Let's just put it that way. We are PBL in the VR space. No disrespect to the other leagues. I hope they will do well as well. But, you know, PBL, we're on another level, boys and girls. We have a continual league that runs every Sunday at around 8 p.m. GMT. And we do sparring throughout the week. I do plan on actually making a lot more content myself as well, videos and that kind of thing, to bring in more and more fans at home. But if you do want to be part of it, make sure you subscribe and join the Discord server. And yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. You can take part. No discrimination here. Anybody can take part. Any age, any record. And over time, what we do is we try to make the matches fair each week, you know. We don't try to let people just have easy wins. We try to get people fighting their skill level and working their way up the league, improving over time. It is a great place to be. It's a great community as well. This isn't just like a YouTube channel. This is genuinely like a community of people who are very passionate about boxing and VR boxing and very friendly as well. So that's what I wanted to build in the first place, and that's what we've built. So it's actually a great achievement. And I appreciate everyone who is part of it as well. So thank you to everyone at home who actually is not toxic, but a real fight fan or a real VR fan, and you're actually taking part in something that's pretty historical. I'm not joking. I can see this becoming huge. the VR boxing scene,
Okay.
the VR boxing space. And it's going to be big. I'm telling you, it's definitely going to be big. All right, both fighters head to the ring. This is father and son sparring right now, by the way. We got Viper versus his son, Spartan. Is his dad going easy on him right now? Doesn't seem so. He's absolutely beating his son right now. And Spartan is now chasing his own dad down, but he takes a big right hand from his dad. Is his dad about to send him to sleep? Somebody call whoever needs to be called, because this is unacceptable behavior. He's absolutely battering his son in there. I'm just playing. This is a good match. This is a good match. Spartan taking a big right hand there. Scorch says CPS. See you later, Small. Great job, by the way, Small. You did an amazing job, Small. Oh, Mogo said his dad's about to be knocked out. Dang. Oh, he's hurt. Little Spartan is hurt in there. Little Spartan throwing some great combinations, though, against Viper. Is there anybody in the league who is around the same height as Spartan? It'll be interesting to pair them up next week. Anybody know anyone around, like, I think he looks about 5'2". Maybe even smaller. I don't know how he looks, quite young. If anyone that height, we can pair him up next week in the PBL 11. Maybe Kumigo, same height. Yeah, that's true. I think Kumigo was a little taller. I think he was about 5'4". Oh, lovely right hand there from Spartan, though. But yeah, that would be a good fight. I told you, Bartholomew, you needed to get back in the ring, bro. Lovely right hand there from Spartan, chasing down his dad. Great head movement from Viper. And they touch gloves. Great spar. Great spar. By the way, if you ever think my jokes are too far, just let me know, everybody. I do take my jokes pretty far sometimes, but I'm trying to keep it family friendly, you know. This is broadcast in all different places in the world, so I keep it family friendly. I know there's people of all different ages around, but yeah. This is combat sports at the end of the day. It's combat sports, mate. So sometimes you have to just take it on the chin. Literally, sometimes. GD8 is 5'1". All right, GD8, maybe you can fight against Spartan next week if you do want to take part in PBL. Let me know. Join the Discord server. And maybe next week we can make that fight. Spartan versus GD8. Who here is planning on fighting next week in PBL 11? They go to the center of the ring to slug it out. Ooh, Spartan hurt his dad in there now. Yeah, Scorjex, I agree. It's actually great seeing Bartholomew back in the ring. Mogo says, I think Spartan versus me is a fair fight, bro. That is literally insane. I actually want to see that fight just to see the size difference. 6'6" versus about, I'd say he's about 5 foot. Ooh, lovely right hand from Viper. What? Spartan just sent his dad to sleep.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Spartan just sent
7,
his own dad to sleep.
Hey, you all right? Okay, get ready. Fight.
That was unexpected. Little man ain't playing, bro. I know, Lohax. He is not playing. He's a legendary fighter in there. Look at that. Look at that work rate. His dad is hurt. Backing up. Spartan chasing him down. And I can tell his dad is not letting him win. He is really trying in there. His dad is really trying in there. He's chasing his son down. Yo, Lohax is not gonna lie, he might be the best player here. Yo, facts, bro. Who knows? Who knows? He might be. He could be. Oh, Viper now punishing his son. Absolutely punishing his son for that knockdown. Sends his son to the canvas, giving him a brutal beatdown.
You okay?
This is a lovely match, though. Both fighters doing incredibly well in there. They touch gloves. Oh, what? No touching gloves. He did not touch gloves with his dad. He just goes straight for the beatdown. His dad looking at him disappointed. Disappointed, mate. His dad is disappointed in him. Did you see that look? The way he looked at his son. Like, wow, you didn't touch gloves. That's crazy. No way. But yeah, this is going to be awesome PBL 11. I'm really looking forward to it. I think that, honestly, I think that whoever wins this fight, it's going to be held as like a trophy in their home. Like anytime anything happens. Hey, do you remember when I beat you on PBL episode 10 sparring? And it's there forever on online as evidence. You just have to go there and take a look at it. Maybe I should upload this fight as father versus son.
Okay, get ready.
Thrill of the fight 2. Yeah, bro. I'm going to have to do that. This is going to go down in history as the first ever father-son boxing match. A real fight on our hands. We got little Spartan absolutely going savage against his dad right now. But his dad coming back. Great power in those gloves. Great power in those gloves. Somebody's hurt. And it looks like it's the big guy. Spartan walking down Viper. Spartan in the red shorts, by the way. Viper in the yellow. Viper looking for the body shots, but his son is just way too small and out of range. Great connection there, though. He's trying to trick his dad there, maybe. Or maybe he is being honest. Oh, great right hand there from Viper, landing on the chin of Spartan. Spartan backing up and trying to survive right now, looking for the counter punches. Great body shots there. Oh, and a lovely right hand to the chin of Viper. He may be about to send his dad to the canvas in this third and final round. But no. The tables have turned and now Spartan is on the back foot. Oh, back and forths consistently. And Viper walking down his son. It's almost like they're just exchanging continually throughout this fight. Did try to go for the body, but he gets caught on the counter, trying to get back out. And now Spartan is absolutely unloading a fury of punches on his dad, working the body. But his dad does recover. And now, once again, we're seeing this consistent theme of back and forth. Oh, lovely right hand there, connecting flush on the chin of Spartan. Spartan and his dad slug it out to the final bell. And the winner is...
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the red corner.
the red corner. Congratulations to Spartan. Lil man Spartan beating his dad live on PBL 10 sparring. Absolutely incredible. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of action. And we'll see you on the next one. It's not the end of PBL 10, don't worry. That was just for the outro of the video that will be uploaded very, very soon. All right, everybody. But on a serious note, I think I am going to call that the final fight of the evening. It was an absolutely brilliant episode. Thank you to everybody who came out. And yeah, I hope you all have an absolutely brilliant day. A beautiful day. And like and subscribe. Share the videos with your friends and family. Let's try and get to 1,000 subscribers. Share this channel around, this league around with all of the Thrill of the Fight 2 community. And let's try and build this into something even bigger than it already is. And get those tournaments finally on the way. With that being said, hope you all have a brilliant evening, day, night, whatever time it is over there. And I'll see you on